Previously on Kenya Vampire's Diary. Former Deputy President of Kenya, that is Gachagua, is one of the most hypocrite leaders that we have in the country. No, why am I saying he stands for hypocrisy?
Inawezekana unaweza pea mamalisho. Yeye si mtribal. Sisi watu wa Mount Kenya hatukuhitaji tena. Hiyo kiti peleka Sugoi. Situpe hiyo kiti yako.
It is just very simple. For what he just said, that he didn't even understand how vicious the president is.
I didn't know President William Ruto can be that vicious. I am shocked by how vicious a man I helped to be president, a man that I believed in, a man that I was persecuted when supporting him, could be so vicious against me when I'm literally fighting for my life in hospital.
Gachagua is one of the greatest hypocrites in leadership right now in Kenya. Why am I saying this? Why am I going deep in this particular person's character? Do we have a beef? No, we are just Kenyans, but this is the time that we need to tell each other the truth. This is the whole drama of the Vampire's Diary, stated by my good name is Antony Njenga, and this is going to be a candid discussion. Previously on Kenya Vampire's Diary.
Kenya, do swear that I will at all times be faithful to the Republic of Kenya, that I will obey, respect and uphold this Constitution of Kenya and all other laws of the Republic.
So, how did it all start? Gachagua comes out of the hospital, that is Karen Hospital, and just says, I didn't believe that William Samuel Ruto was this particular vicious. He is a vicious leader, and I am just like, every Kenyan knows that William Samuel Ruto is so vicious. So how comes that you didn't understand all this? Okay, you have just come out of the hospital and started to say, I went through this and this and this. Okay, we understand. But let me ask you, Gachagua, when all these particular dramas were happening inside, why didn't you come outside and say, the president is not listening, the president doesn't understand this and this and this? You waited until when it was too late, my friend, just to come out and start to talk. We are not going to listen to you. You know why? Because you will never be trusted again. You will never hold any office, public office again. Okay, that thing, you are so selfish yourself. Because if you are that particular good leader that you want to tell the people, I am very good, let me ask you, why didn't you break the ice, kitambo, very hard? Because right now, the things that you are saying, that you told the president not to tax businesses, not to indulge in child disappearances that has been happening, especially the Gen Z. You went ahead to say that you had told the president to stop the Antony scandal, and you are like, oh my God, is this the particular time that you come out in public, you start behaving like, we are crying because the president has stop that particular game. We definitely know it, because we have seen the politics of this particular country, and when a person tries to cry in front of a camera, my God, there is always a lot of controversies to it. There is a lot of dramas hidden into it, and that is when I have just realized, oh my God, This is acting. Okay. Which is the next scene? Because right now as we are talking, you are the most useless guy right now. But 3 weeks earlier, you are the most arrogant human, and all of a sudden you start to humble down. You start to be like, oh my God, they are doing this to me. It is, quite disheartening. And I'm just like, So, is this the meaning of hypocrisy? Because a lot of shortages have been happening in government, in and out. You didn't even come at least once and say, this is happening because of this and this, and I don't like it. You didn't come out, my friend. But right now, you're going to tell us how, you are going to change this and this. The government is doing this double what and what. Stop that. It's too late for your dramas. We don't want your dramas anymore. Regarding Gachagua, please leave us alone. We are tired of this particular government. Look at what other particular things that are happening behind the scene. And I keep on asking myself, how comes that each and every particular people who tend to cry a lot are from Mount Kenya? We saw the other day, was it last year? I tend to think it was last year, when the former president Uhuru Kenyatta came out and said, you should not do this and this and this. Now it's Rigathi Gachagua crying. How comes that Raila Amolo Odinga has never come out to say this? Does he knows that he is the master of the game? But you know what? Before that, listen to this guy. He had something to add.
Africa? Yes. Raila anachezanga mchezo. Raila never wants to be the president. Raila anachezanga mchezo ndio akule nje kuliko ndani. Tenda zote anapata na hawajibiki. Me have worked as me, I know. Mimi niliona wale Maisraeli watatu ambao walikuja hapa Supreme Court because wao ni ambao walikuja kuchocheza majudges. Niliende AIC Kibira Church kuambia Raila kina mdomo bagi alinifukuza. Nikakuja nikaambia baadaye Sheikh Sisi tunacheka kuendelea. Raila's security guard has been trained in Israel. What? Why? Why will Israel protect you if you are an enemy?
Lakini sinasemekana yule
nani?
Sitaka kama mtoto wake yule mwenye Israel. Ndio security.
Ndio no, but why Israel? I don't know other countries which can provide security. Why Israel?
Why?
You guys, you don't know what is going on.
But the story of security from Israel, nimesikia mara mingi sana.
In the last national prayer breakfast, there's a rabbi that I know. He's called Rabbi Netanyahu. He's married to one of the Israeli envoys, and he's a former military personnel. And he was supposed to lead the prayers for the Jews at the national prayer breakfast. I walked up to the director of Mr. Oven and I told him this cannot be allowed. A guy who is killing children and women cannot lead our prayers. But mzuri alichelewa, kama sivyo kungekuwa na nini moja kubwa sana. No, I was ready to go.
Awesome, me too. I would have been there.
I would have need in front of Ruto. Mimi sitaki kujua. Utatuombeshaje na wewe ni mtu ambao unaua watu?
Bravo.
True.
Just because that you today are a rabbi. Who told you are a rabbi? You don't have other rabbis. Why is it that by coincidence he's an Israeli envoy? He's married to an Israeli envoy.
What a coincidence.
And he's a military personnel. And then Kenya does not have Jews, so why should he be allowed to pray? Kesho hata mtu wa Morocco atasema mimi nataka kuombesha, wa Saudi atasema mimi nataka kuombesha, alafu maforeigners watakuja kuombesha national prayer breakfast.
Please repeat your story, Kenyatta tafadhali.
Is it a coincidence? Jomo Kenyatta, Nelson Mandela, Mahatma Gandhi were all lawyers. Is it a coincidence?
No.
Dedan Kimathi was killed. His grave is not known. Do you want to tell me they don't know where the grave is?
They know very much.
The same thing they are doing in Gaza today. They've killed Ismail Haniyeh, Yahya Sinwar, and Hezbollah Nasrallah. They have killed these people because these are the true freedom fighters. They are going to give Palestine to Mahmoud Abbas, a traitor. The same thing they did with Kenyatta. What did Kenyatta do? Alikuwa anavaa kama wazungu, analala na wazungu, anaongea kizungu. Sijui hata kama alikuwa anakulanga githeri. No, so everything ilikuwa ni kizungu. Ni ngozi tu ilikuwa nyeusi. What did Kenyatta do? Hakuchukua bunduki. He did not talk against the colonialists. Alipelekwa kotini kwa kesi ndogo kabisa. Na wakati wanasema alikuwa prison, ndio wakati ambao Uhuru alizaliwa. Kwani mama ngine alicheza nje?
No.
Hakuwa prison, alikuwa mfichwa. Hakuwa prison. He was never, when he came out of prison, he was as healthy as he went in. Did you see the difference between Nelson Mandela and him? Nelson Mandela alikuwa ametukonda.
Ilikuwa theatrics.
Amekonda.
Oh.
Kenyatta alitoka akiwa healthy hata kuliko
Alikuwa
India.
na video huko.
Alikuwa amefichwa tu.
Was even in prison.
Tunakataa iko prison.
Haiko bado anatoa mangoma alafu.
Unaona Paul Ngei alikonda. Paul Ngei alikuwa ndani. Lakini Kenyatta kwa ndani. Kenyatta alikuwa amefichwa. Ndio onekane apate sympathy. Ndio alafu akaleta ni leader.
Let's shoot is out. Oh, boom boom. Boom boom.
Alafu what did Kenyatta do for us? Did he build another airport? No. Did he build roads? No. What did he do? Still land. What the Europeans were doing is what he did.
Yeah. Mzungu mweusi.
He continued the same legacy.
Mzungu mweusi.
Just grabbing the land that the white settlers had not grabbed. Kitu gani alifanyia Kenya? What is his legacy? Legacy ya Moi tunajua maziwa ya bure. Ya Kibaki tunajua ni barabara ya Thika. Ya Uhuru hata kama ni tunajua SGR. Ya Ruto tunajua ni corruption. Yake ni nini?
Boom. Oh, thank you. Oh my God, you have blessed my heart.
Na tunajua Raila ni betrayal.
Always.
Sio wimbo tunaimanga. Msaliti Kamara.
Hakuna kwa kweli.
So that particular whole statement explains a lot and just shows you how Raila Amolo Odinga is not even ever ready to become the president of this particular country. He keeps on praying his people, and because his people are so foolish, they are so foolish. They cannot see that because he doesn't like winning. He doesn't. Even this particular seat of AU, I don't see that he is going to win because he hates winning. Because if he is always the winning guy, he could have pulled out a very good strategy of winning. But each and every particular time, the meat in his mouth, someone's come out from nowhere and remove it and give it to the dogs. A damn just luck. How foolish is this particular guy? But as I listened to one particular great guy explaining this, I could not disagree with him anymore because you are right. Raila Amolo Odinga benefits a lot from the opposition more than being in government. Have we ever known that? And do you know that it is very, very so easy? It is always so much easy to attack the government when you are at opposition, because have you ever asked yourself, those particular people who plays football, the people in the pitch could not see the game very well, but the people outside the pitch, they try to criticize. You could have kicked the ball, and they have a lot to say, but they don't understand what is happening in the field. They are just imagining. That is Raila Amolo Odinga. He is out of the government each and every particular time, and he keeps on saying you should remove this and this and this, but it doesn't work, and it could not work, and it doesn't have anything to do with working. But my guy, let me tell you this, this particular guy will retire from Kenyan politics. Kenya will rise again. The moment William Samoei Ruto, Raila Amolo Odinga, Moses Wetangula, Musalia Mudavadi, and what not. Kalonzo Musyoka. When all those particular guys retires from politics, Kenya will rise to greatness once again, because there is a lot of shady business that keep on happening. Corruption here and there. Do you know that if I wake up and say I don't like this particular government, they are going to make you disappear, because they are a lot of dictators. This is what we call highest dictatorship of all times. Family of criminals, politics of criminals, being done by criminals. Everyone who was elected is just a criminal, But they are on the other side. As I was getting a copy of yesterday Gazette, for your information, if you didn't listen or you didn't see the Kenyan Gazette yesterday or the Kenyan newspaper, there was a Gazette notice that intended, to increase the members of parliament's term from 5 to 7 years, the term of the president from 5 years to 10 years to 7 years. And I was like, goddamn, so this particular guy plans to stay in power forever. And you know what? It will be passed and nothing will be done. Because we are so foolish. We keep on, whatever these particular all politicians come to say about these, we have to decide which side to follow. One particular time, I loved what this particular priest just said about the government. Listen to it.
If you are a thief, quit stealing. Instead, use your hands for good hard work and then give generously to others in need. This verse is for the thieves, especially those who are in the thieves who are with us in this mass, na wezi wenye wanatufuata kwa mtandao. Wezi mmesikia? Hapa kunao. Unaniangalia aje suspiciously. Ephesians 4:28. Nataka nisome tena ili wezi musikie. If you are a thief, quit stealing. Instead, use your hands for good hard work and then give generously to others in need. Proverbs 14:23. In all toils there is profit, but mere talk tends only to poverty. And Proverbs 13:11. Wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will increase it.
And definitely, to your surprise, he meant very good for the country, because he pointed out at someone preaching to this and telling them, you this. You know, we definitely know that you are Ruto in power, you are Gachagua in power, you are Raila Odinga in power, you are all corrupt thieves. Nothing important that you are doing. But when people come out to say this is not done right, you want to kill them. Why? You know, you should answer that particular question as you know, as fast as possible, as short as possible. You need to, because we definitely need answers. Since this particular government entered into power, there is nothing they have done. Nothing. Can you show me any particular project that the government has launched and it has completed it completely? We had a leaking airport, international airport. Right now it's being handed over to Adani. We are not going to say anything. We will stay like foolish people, seeing it being, you know, given to Antony. The Kenya, you know, electricity company KPLC is going to be handed over to Antony. They operate. You know, I was listening to my buddies in India, and who definitely they were just saying is they want this particular Antony company goes out because it is the root of corruption in that particular country. So I went ahead and asked myself, if India wants Antony out of their country as quick as possible, how comes we Kenyans, we are so sense, we believe in this particular company so much, and we are like, we need this company more than where it came from? You know, you cannot come out and tell me that something that comes from your home country, a lot of people are demonstrating for it to go out because it's so corrupt, and another particular country is trying to sneak that particular company, knowing themselves even being more corrupt than them. You know, when Antony took over India's airports, they were so beautiful, they were so big, they dreamt of going to the next level. But my guys, they went from the best to shambles. When they took out the railway line, oh my God, You people keep on seeing those particular trending videos of Indians aboarding a train whereby people stay on top of the train everywhere. The trains are so old, nothing important for them. You normally see those particular videos each and every particular day. Nothing important that you keep on saying about it. Nothing. You know, you are so silent with it. It's okay. But let me ask you, how comes that we Kenyans, we are so foolish to let that particular whole company took over our pride, our success? You know, it is not possible. Look at it in this particular way. I'm saying, if Antony had a very good intention of making Kenya's airports great again, we have government public land like was it the Tattoo City project? Not the Tattoo. What was it called? There is this particular famous project, the famous city that was it Konza City or what? Something to do with that. It was going to be constructed to be a hub for success, innovation, technology, and everything. So, did the government really take care about it? No. So if they want to let Antony come into the country and take over all these particular whole projects, they just need to do it very simple. Just call out that particular was it Tattoo City or Konza City or Konza Metropolis? Yeah, it is Konza Metropolis City, Technology City. That is it. They should give Antony the project or the task to complete that particular whole city, build the airports, and manage it for the next 30 years. But taking our own pride, our infrastructure to that is not the experiment that we want, because the country is going to collapse totally. But you know what? The government being led by foolish, corrupt bosses. And I keep on asking myself this particular question, by the way. People tend to find a lot of word for what? Because right now, the people in government has a lot of money. Even if they start using that particular money carelessly right now, till their last day of dying, still there is a lot of money that could be left. And I'm just like, so what is the importance of getting all this particular whole amount of money? Because I don't get it, But it's the corrupt bosses. You don't have anything much to add on to that particular thing. You know what? This is the Vampire's Diaries. My good name is Antony Njenga, and this is Eve Media Kenya, the #1 online TV. Remember, like, subscribe, and share. Remember, everything variable, and I'm the boss, and I'll still be the boss. See you in the next one.